Well, here we are with some more Dredge. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. I'm doing okay. Just, went to my chiropractor, got fixed up a little bit there, which is good. And, mostly just kind of seeing the aftermath of all of the news from the Nintendo Direct yesterday, which was, again, like, holy shit. But nonetheless, here we are with more Dredge, and last we left off, we had done a few quests, not a whole, well, we have a means of progressing the game's story, but I want to hold off on that first, because we still have to catch some rare fish, and so far we are only missing the Goliath tigerfish and the oarfish. And I looked up the oarfish and the Goliath tigerfish because I just could not nail down where they were in the game world, and now I know where they are, which is good, because I didn't want to be just floundering for a while, pardon the pun. But what I also want to look for is the last quest up here, which I'm going to be assuming might be the final robed figure. So, yeah, we've got that, and then we have the final relic to take to the collector. So, this could potentially be the finale, if we're to be assuming. There we go. So, yeah, things have been okay. It's getting a bit cloudy in my area, which is nice because I fucking don't like I really don't like the heat, and it's cooling off a lot more. Fall's truly happening, which makes me very happy. I'm very happy that fall is becoming a thing now. So if there's one more robed figure, I don't exactly know where they are. I've checked pretty much every island that I've been to. We've been, except for there, so we could try all the way out to there, near Twisted Strand. So we can take a look there as well. But yeah, this is just gonna be chill. It could potentially be shorter, depending on if I'm actually at the finale or not. We'll see. I'm not gonna, force a finale out if it happens. I mean, if it happens, it happens. Ugh. Congealed rat tail. Ew. Nasty. But yeah, I imagine we may also end up getting the final upgrades for the ship, which will be nice. So with something, so with this game done, it got me, with this game potentially wrapping up at some point, it got me thinking as far as the next game that I would want to do. I don't really have any kind of solid plans yet about that, but we are at the very least, or I am at the very least thinking that there are indeed some games that I would want to invest potentially, just not any day one stuff, because I've stated before, and I'll state it some more, that this year has been kind of nutty with a lot of game releases, and next year's looking even more nutty. So I'm not going to be buying every new release. So I'm going to be a bit selective until I can afford to not be selective. That is my plan as of right now. Alright, so I remember, yeah, we got all the engines, we got all the crab pots, almost have all the trawl nets. What was this thing's description? The flesh of this deep dweller has turned into a thick ooze, secreting an oily gel that covers its entire body. Ew. It's just a fish covered in constant Vaseline. I don't like that. Alright, I'm gonna take some explosives. I could need those, potentially. So it was like around here, I believe I saw. But we are close to ending the day. So we'll rest up first. And then we can handle the thing. See if we can get that tigerfish. And I'm kind of ready to see what this thing looks like because the last time I ever saw a Goliath tigerfish ever referenced in media, as I've said, was when I saw the episode of River Monsters that it was featured in all those years ago. Which is kind of... God, I cannot believe... Is River Monsters... It wouldn't still be going on right now, would it? You know what? I'm gonna check that real quick, because I used to watch that a lot in high school. It is... Yep. Oh, it ended in 2017. Wow. So yeah, Jeremy Wade, yeah. Wait, really? The first episode was the Piranha episode? Huh. Oh. You know what? I just looked up the reason, like... I just looked up what could be the apparent reason why the show was canceled. First off, I didn't know it was canceled. Second off, it seems like the major reason is that the host of the show, Jeremy Wade, just ran out of exceptional fish to feature in episodes. And you know what? That's fair. There's only so many kinds of fish that you can end up catching that could end up being exceptional species to showcase and shock viewers before you just realize, like, well, shit, what do we do now? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he actually started a new TV series. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was an interesting little divergence. I don't know, it's just every time I ever think of anglers and shows, I always think back to River Monsters because that was like one of those shows that made it feel like, okay, no, you can actually learn a little bit of something about different kinds of unique fish species, whilst also just getting to see cool, big-looking fish. So, yeah. Overall, that was a neat little thing to learn. Alright. So I think we're heading in this direction. I need to remember that my boat is way faster than it normally is right now. That's not it. Oh, what's that? Have I been over there? I don't think I have. I have not. Doesn't look like it. Ooh. Oh! Fucking tricked me again. Goddamn giant hermit crabs. God damn it. Ooh. Alright, well my hull's damaged, but that's okay. Alright, if it was here, I think is what the thing said. So let's go check that out. Was it here? It'll just be one big fish like the others have been. Odd. Alright, well I want to drop this trinket off first and then repair the damage to my hull because I got scared by that hermit crab. I thought it was going to be a treasure, and it was, but I got another surprise. Okay, fish market. Storage. Okay. We'll catch some fish and sell them. Gonna end up with a shit ton of money by the end of this, though. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of those. And I also seem to have learned that pretty much none of the fish that the traveling merchant wanted were nocturnal. So that's good for me, though. That's good for me, because the last thing that I would want is to have to deal with whatever will come out at night whilst I'm trying to find fish, whilst also being hounded by monsters. There it is. There's the big fella. There we are. There's the big guy. Hey there, friend. There you are. Yeah, you're a big fish. All right. That's done. Okay. Can drop this off, and I can sell the big guy for a tidy profit. Fearsomely predatory, this gigantic fish is also one of the most aggressive. Its teeth are so large that they punch holes through the opposing jaw. Yeah, I remember that being a interesting thing about the fish, is that if you ever see a Goliath tigerfish and you like move its jaw open and close, it actually has holes in the rim of its lips. It has parts in its face that its gigantic teeth kind of slot into. So like, you know, whenever you interlock your hands together, and like you've got grooves in your hands that fit your fingers. Think of that, but with teeth, and that's what the Goliath tigerfish has got. How much to be honest, I've gone inside just once, and I sailed into that lagoon behind us and saw I could go straight ahead. Something about the place seems off. Through the fog, it looked like the trees were moving. I can't explain it. I turned around and sailed right back out. Sometimes I use the spot to rest up for a few days. The sunrises are particularly striking through the haze. Never do any regular business here, of course. Well, I found your Goliath. I'll add to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll find use for it. Yep. And then I only have one left. And I can put some research points into... See, I've only got 2 of them. Might as well. I'm not gonna get that rod, because it lacks the variety of kinds of waters that I could potentially fish from. Alright, so I'm going to go this way. Since there's an island that I'm missing. There it is. What is that island? Please tell me there's a dock here so that I can actually sleep. If nothing's here, then what I may do, in fact, is the first use of my power-up that transports me back to the collector at the end of whenever I need it. Actually, why am I doing that? Oh! Wait. Oh, that's the old... Oh. No. Okay. Well, what's around here? Nothing? Really? Huh. Interesting. Nothing here. Alright, well, let's go stay at the old fortress. Unless something is in here. Yep. Just gotta beeline it. Okay. Safe. And nothing new from the researcher. Okay. Go rest. And then it's the Gale Cliffs to get the oarfish. The only thing that I gotta be careful about with the oarfish is the big monster in Gale Cliffs. I mean, that thing's slow, so I don't expect to find too much trouble with it, but I don't know. God, what will suck is if, like, I get through Gale Cliffs, everything goes well, and then suddenly I hit a rock and I lose the oarfish. I don't imagine that losing the fish will make the quest completely vanish, because I caught a gulper eel a while back and then managed to turn in that part of the quest with no problem. So I think I'm okay if that happens. But I think I might check as well on the robed figure situation so that I can know ahead of time, like, okay, what, is there a robed figure left after blue, yellow, and red? After the Sonic trifecta. Speaking of Sonic, I recently learned from a friend of mine, very good friend of mine, that the third Sonic movie is going to be premiering next December, which it feels like 2024 could end up being a massive blowout for animated features be it TV shows or movies, because we have Spider-Verse, I think. Wait. No, no, not Spider-Verse, because Spider-Verse was slated to release next year, but is apparently indefinitely delayed in order to ensure that their animators are, working without being, their animators are not overworked, which honestly, based, that is totally fine by me. Actually, wait, was the original release year 2024? Feels like it was. Yeah. The follow-up, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, was originally slated to swing into theaters on March 29th, 2024. This is no longer the case, and the movie has been delayed indefinitely. And yeah, as I said, totally fair that they would decide on that. Absolutely understandable, because the last thing that I would ever want, and I think anybody would ever want for this movie, is for it to get made on crunch. I don't think anyone wants that for those animators, because they work hard enough as it is, and the industry is already unkind to animators in terms of work compensation and all that. Because I've read, and believe me, I've read plenty of stories of animation studios that have utterly... I've heard stories of animation studios just outright pulling some shit towards animators that feels like actually lying, and just can be really disheartening about the industry as a whole. So, yeah, that's a thing with animation that's always needs to be considered, because animators have needs that need to be met, and sadly, more often than not, studios are just foregoing that completely. But that Spider-Verse decision is a good one, I'd say. That's a step in the right direction. To indefinitely delay so that their animators have plenty of time to work and also not develop carpal tunnel. Because that would suck. So good. I hope those animators are paid well, and I hope that they receive the proper compensation for creating works that people love, like Spider-Verse. All right, let's get that oarfish. Oh, it was in a waterfall. It was in the waterfall. Okay. A rotten chest sits atop a pile of rubble at the back of the cave. Look inside. Hey! I don't need that metal anymore, but I'll take that. Alright. Let's fish this guy up. You're a stinker. There we go. Let's get that quest done, and then I can check real fast if we actually do have anything else that we can end up handling. Yeah, this may end up being a short situation, because I really have a lot done with this game. I need to get scrap and wood for my ship, for the final ship upgrade that I need, like the very, very last one. So, I could also dredge up some stuff with that. Got those fish. I found the oarfish. I'll add to my records. Here, take this. I'm sure you'll find some use for it. That's all of them. Wow. I never thought I'd complete these records. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Nope. Just get these researched up. And then fish market. I have so much money. Alright, you know what? Let's check the encyclopedia for that oarfish. I want to learn about it. A splendorous crested sea serpent. The length of its massive body catches the light, shimmering with iridescence. It's a sea serpent? Huh. Okay. I haven't really gotten all of the fish that I could find, or their aberrations, I think. So I'm missing the carp. Although I don't really know if there's any kind of completion necessity to, you know, get all of that. I mean, if there is, I mean, we'll see. But I'm not holding my breath on that. Alright. Let's sell this. Let's sell that to her, and let's head back to the Marrows, and then let's head back to the Marrows, and then we can do some dredging of materials to get the final ship upgrade. To get that extra bit of storage. Hey, there we go. Book completed. Alright. Oop. Something with that rock. Okay. Is there any things I can dredge? There's some wood. We'll rest here. This is not the right marrow I'm at. I am not at the right marrow. Hold on. Oh, I don't have a panic. Wait, what? What did I just complete? There's 5% movement speed, resilience to panic. Resilience to panic. Increased prices. Reduced fish, advanced fishing. I kind of wish it could be organized by order that I got them in, so that I can know which one I just completed, because I get lost in that after a second. You explained to the trader that you found a use for the fused tablet at the ancient lighthouse in Devil's Spine. That's right. We also did that. That was one of the things we did last time, was that we took a tablet that we fused together over to the ancient lighthouse and got some kind of trinket out of it, because everything else was destroyed. It opened a door in that old lighthouse. Yes, that makes sense. Well, I hope you found something interesting. Some interesting items for me to take a look at. I want to get the stuff out of storage first. Eh? Oh, it's a light! It's a light? How good is it? Let's see, 3,500 LM, range 82 feet. Nah, it's not that good. It's not that good, sadly. Unfortunate. Sadly, a lot of my stuff is just too good for this. Like, it just beats out the Eldritch stuff or the ancient stuff. Still sick, dock worker? Yeah. All right. Okay. So there's a purple figure. Is it a tad cheating by looking it up? Yes, but I would not have guessed otherwise where they would be. And this is the last side quest thing that I would need to do before I take this final artifact to the collector. So, E9. E9. So it is, so something is there. Alright, I missed it. Alright, well let's get the upgrades I need first. And then we will do that, then we will do the Hooded Figures quest. Ooh, that's good. Alright, what else have we got? I believe there's scrap. Hey, Combo. Hope you're doing... Whoa, Papa John's? What is that? What is that? Why would you invoke that mid-pizza joint? Yeah, that's how much I don't care for Pop. You're doing all right? Good. Glad to hear it. Ad? Oh, right. Wait, why give me an ad for them? Ew! I don't want Papa John's ads on my stream. Ew. I mean, honestly though, at least it's not Little Caesars. Though it's not that much better. You're like, I'll say this. You're speaking to a guy whose dad is a pizza snob. The kind of man that calls Little Caesars Little Sleazers and Pizza Hut Pizza Slut. Like... That's the kind of thing I grew up around. So, yeah. Let it be known that I also kind of inherited a bit of that, and I am also kind of snobbish when it comes to pizza. Wow, yeah? I mean, the only pizza I think my dad is fine with that's in a chain are two kinds. One would be Domino's. Like, although Domino's is a very, 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 like, kind of exception, like, if that ends up being the one place around, if it's the only pizza chain around, you know, he wouldn't complain too much. But it would not be his first choice. The other one is actually, I've mentioned this before, but Casey's Pizza. You know, the convenience store chain. Which, I tell you, when I first moved to the Midwest, I really was skeptical about that prospect. It's like, the fuck do you mean, Dad? What do you mean pizza from a gas station is better than most of the places you... What do you mean that's better? Huh? But I tried it, and sure enough, he's not wrong. And even then, their breakfast pizza is actually not that bad either. And I also mentioned this before, but I didn't learn about breakfast pizza until I moved to the Midwest. It was just one of those things that I never expected to think would be good. Like, I think the pizza variant based stuff that kind of weirds me out the most is whenever I keep thinking of ingredients when that mixes with marinara sauce or whatever your pizza sauce base is. Like, I didn't know that ranch could be used as a sauce base for pizza, or Caesar could be used as a sauce base for pizza, or even barbecue sauce as a sauce base for pizza. None of that until I moved to the Midwest. So, let that speak to the Midwest sensibilities of pizza. But then, I think the weirdest one, though, I ever had was a crab rangoon pizza. That That one still remains the weirdest because it had like imitation crab, the wonton wrappers, and sweet and sour sauce. It didn't have marinara, which helped it a lot. It's just a lot of time with these unique pizza types, I gotta think like it's not mixed with marinara. Stop thinking it is. So, yeah, learning of these pizza variants is interesting. And, you know, much like pizza in general, it's not very good for you to have it a whole lot, but sometimes a chicken bacon ranch pizza just hits different, you know? Much like a Five Guys burger while you're drunk off your ass, a chicken bacon ranch pizza sometimes just hits different. You know, it's like getting bad fast food or something whenever you're really fucking hungry, or when that craving is just hitting you when literally everything else that you've got as an option is better for you and probably like way tastier. Y'all ever have that? Y'all ever have what I guess would be called a guilty pleasure food? Not to say that chicken bacon ranch pizza is more of a guilty pleasure or in terms of lower quality than a fast food joint, but it's just one of those kinds of meals where you're just like, I don't really care I don't care if this is bad for me or if this is like relatively low quality versus everything else around me. I'm hungry and I want it. You ever have one of those kind of meals? Because those are kind of... I grew up on the cheapest route. There used to be one joint that was kind of cool, but as soon as it raised $1 or so, we stopped going. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that a lot of classic Americana cuisine or Midwest cuisine, those kind of meals were born out of necessity to save $1. Like, y'all know what a hot dish is, right? Essentially a casserole. Well, hot dishes were made essentially in order for people to make just tasty, filling food for cheap. Not tasty, filling food that's healthy, mind you. Just tasty, filling food for cheap. Chinese food? See now there's a tough one, because Chinese food can be good. Chinese food can be good though. I'm talking like stuff that's relatively bottom of the barrel kind of feel, and you just know that it's not good, know that you're gonna regret eating it afterwards, but when the craving hits, it hits you. Like, I mean, I guess like getting a Big Mac or something, I don't know. Although, maybe I shouldn't be using McDonald's as an example because I haven't eaten from a McDonald's in over 10 years. So that maybe I shouldn't be speaking to that extent. Especially since I just in general don't really have fast food super often, with a couple of exceptions. Both exceptions being Hardee's, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, but I only ever have that if I'm going out of town somewhere, because it's on the way to my grandpa's place. And the other exception is Jimmy John's. But Jimmy John's kind of feels like a bit of a higher bar, I feel. Right? Am I wrong for thinking that? Jimmy John's being a bit of a higher bar in terms of fast food, because I actually find some of that stuff pretty all right in terms of taste. I don't know. Like, then again, maybe it's also because like I'm happy with most kinds of food so long as it actually tastes fine, or is not made using the substitute meat stuffs that was rumored back in the day, like the pink sludge meat. All right, so we got the final ship upgrade. We are all set on that. We are good. We are great. I still haven't figured out that treasure chest, though. I can't sell her the... I guess that makes sense. Yes, pizza is one of them. I don't do a lot of legit junk food anymore unless it comes at an opportunity. Yeah, junk food, I do not ever indulge myself that often, ever. In fact, a lot of my more snack-based foods have turned into things like, oh, I'll get a peanut butter sandwich if I just want to sort of fill something up and have a little bit of protein with it. Or I'll mix a smoothie if I've got the stuff for it. Or... just earlier, I'll peel an orange if I just want to have a bit of fruit, you know? Oranges are good. I like those. Or a banana. I'll have a banana as well. It's, you know, sometimes you just find that nice alternative. In fact, I remember hearing a decent dessert alternative is taking, fruit bars and freezing them, which definitely is a healthier alternative than making like a peach cobbler and just kind of devouring that, you know, as you go along with your day or week. Now, the obvious downside when it comes to having a lot of more fresh-based snacks around the house, like those veggies or fruits, is that you gotta get them fast or else they will go bad really quickly. Which is understandable, because rotting, yeah. But sometimes it just feels good to eat good, you know? Like, when you eat good... and you're able to actually feel good about yourself from eating something that's good for you, it's like, ah, that's nice, you know? It's nice. And then there's other times where you're like, oh man, I want to have a Five Guys burger with a large amount of fries that will just fill half the bag. And both are completely valid. Or they're completely understandable. You want to have a greasy ass burger with Cajun fries that could feed maybe 3 people in one bag in one sitting? Go for it. Why not? Sometimes that craving just hits and the zest will just hit so much sweeter. You're gonna feel like shit afterwards, but in the moment, you know, in the moment. You approach a hooded figure. Deep violet robes mask their face completely. Fishermen, feed. The person appears to forget the rest of what they were about to say. Feed the mouth. The hooded figure reveals a scroll. They gesture to a picture shown. Tarpon. Okay. I think those can be found in Twisted Strand. Bananas in particular as a snack is interesting because those can end up turning into another potential sweet treat, as it were. Because when a banana gets overly ripened, it turns into kind of that mushy brown that people tend to see if you leave a banana alone enough. But, and I learned this from my mom, that becomes like prime banana, you know? Because those end up mushing a lot more easily into a batter that you could use for banana bread, banana muffins, banana cake, and I have a lot of... There are some dessert weaknesses of mine that really strike hard. Banana bread is one of them, without a doubt. Banana nut bread is one of my favorite baked goods, period. So, yeah, like, sometimes you just get a little happy accident if there's something that can be done with a banana. There we go. You remember that? Yeah, it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. You know, especially if you ever get some that's got raisins in it. That, oh, like raisins or you know, as I said, like walnuts or what have you. What kind of nuts, though? You know what? What kind of... People have gotten creative with recipes before. What nuts go well in banana bread? So, we have chopped walnuts. That seems to be a fairly common one. Say walnuts are the best in banana bread. This is because the type of nut most people choose. If you haven't had banana nut bread in the past, you likely had a banana walnut bread. The best nut to put in a banana bread depends on various factors, though. It's not a question that can truly be answered since the answer is subjective. Some might say that pecans are the... Oh, no, that... Oh, pecan banana bread. Oh, no, that... Oh. Wait. So walnuts are the common ones. Like those are the common types of nuts that you'll see in banana bread. But now that I've heard pecan in banana bread, now I wonder about fruits, because I heard of a banana bread recipe that has raisins in it. Okay, 4 best mix-ins for banana bread. And this is legitimately nice to learn because I love banana bread and I'd love to try variations of it. Yeah, chocolate works well with banana bread. You can like throw some chocolate chips into your banana bread batter and then bake it in that, and then boom, you got something good. Dried fruit. So, ooh, apricots. Oh, plum? Ooh. Oh, I could totally... Ooh, I would love to try some plum banana bread. Oh, we've actually got some plums. Fuck, that sounds really good, actually. Because I'd recently... So, in my house, my mom recently tried making something like a plum cobbler tort kind of baked good, and that actually turned out to be quite nice. But if we could dry out those plums and use them for banana bread, ooh, that would be kind of good, actually. Though I don't know how you would dry fruit, though. Like, I actually don't know how to do that. Okay. And spices. Okay. Yeah, spices make sense, because you have to put vanilla into your batter. Cinnamon, nutmeg, ground cloves. Cardamom. Oh, I fucking love cardamom. Fuck. Okay, I now know. Ooh, blueberry banana bread. That actually sounds pretty good. Ooh. Jesus, there are a lot of banana bread variations. Okay, I'm gonna stop now before I go down a rabbit hole that I usually find myself down when I'm looking up cocktail recipes. But yeah, banana bread's fucking great. It's one of the best inventions. It's one of the best food inventions of mankind, alongside breakfast burritos and the Five Guys Cajun fries. All right. So I know what the first fish we're looking for. Got it. Pecan banana bread. Because the thing is, that sounds good to me because I also love pecan pie. So those combinations of things are just like Yes, more of that, please. Alright. Let's take this fish to the robed figure. And actually, speaking of pecan pie based stuff, pecan and pecan accessories, pecan and pecan adjacent desserts. Earlier this year, a coworker of my dad's had made a dessert for my family that by and large became like an instant favorite of mine, and is actually something that I plan to try and make for when my birthday rolls around this year. And oh man, when I like that dessert when I had that first bite, it was like a pecan pie cheesecake, which I typically find cheesecake a little plain a lot. Like, unless you ever put preserves or a syrup on it or some kind, cheesecake most of the time can end up being very plain. But this pecan cheesecake, it fucked so hard. It was so good. Like, and the thing is, the coworker was kind enough to give me a recipe, or to give my dad the recipe for the dish, so we can make it at any time, and I'd be more than happy to have that again, because I dream sometimes about that, you know. I dream in my restless dreams. I see that dessert. So good you fell asleep afterwards. Yeah, so good it invades my sleep. Come on, where's that aberration? Give it. Good lord. Alright, no aberration. Alright, get to the spontoon. Alright, I don't know where to find horseshoe crabs. There are horseshoe crabs in this game. I don't think I have them in my encyclopedia. And yeah, sure enough. So that is the last side pursuit that I have before I need to take the artifact to the collector. Is it in Twisted Strand? Spiny lobster. No. No. Ah, wait, you're probably... Yep, you're a pot fish I need to get. I see. In that case... My storage... We'll take 3 of these out. Go rest. Ooh, excuse me, cracked my back. Yeah, like, like, it's just one of those things where you never expected a particular combination of foods to work, and then somehow it did, and your life is suddenly changed forever. You know, I never expected a cartoon teeth-chattering fish to look like it would fit in an art style, and it did. It somehow did. Okay, 1. Joker, yeah, kind of jokery, yeah. My father was a gar. And one night, his jaw would get a little more clenched than usual. he would look at me and say, blah, 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 blah. Alright. Well, I need to hold off on these. Oh, God. I need to hold off on getting those pots for now. Excuse that pot. I've had a really bad back lately. Remember that episode where Joker secretly poisoned the water and made a lawsuit from it? In Batman the Animated Series? I don't think I remember that one, no. It really is funny to me sometimes when you think of, like, the Joker in super realistic situations in his life, or, like, the Joker dealing with hyper-realistic situations that he does not want to fuck with. Like that classic line of, I can handle Batman, but the IRS? No. Yeah, the fish looked like him. Ah. Wait. No, I think I saw a screenshot of the Joker holding up a fish that was like Joker-fied, yeah. Okay. Fish market. What is your deal? Muscular gums grow and force cracked teeth against each other. Softer flesh tear from the strain. Yikes. Let's check this first. Yeah, these pots are not gonna have anything on the first day. All right. Let's go ahead and throw things at the fish market. How much money have I got after after that final ship upgrade? I am sitting a little too well on you know, stuff. I'm sitting a little too strongly on upgrades. You know, I could also try to find the scraps of paper, but I don't know where all of those would be. I could infer something from the directions, though. It looks like wherever the map is pointing... Hold on. Let me take a look at my storage again. So... No. Okay, I think that's supposed to be the north section of the map. So, if that's supposed to be north... So, what are these... So, these intersecting parts... I keep thinking that it's actually over here, but it's not, because I would have seen something. What am I looking at? Because I think this is how the compass is supposed to be pointed. So, let's really look at the map here. And honestly, maybe all this map will end up being is a upgrade part, like an upgrade token, which, I mean, I won't say no to, but I've already got a ton of those already. Like, yeah, not fully necessary. Maybe it's the research station? Yeah. This looks like it could be near Stellar Basin. Because, yeah, that looks like roughly the same shape as this thing. And then that looks like it juts out from there. Yeah! So I think whatever this thing is pointing to, I already found. Unless, like, it's one of those things where it doesn't spawn unless I have all the parts to it. Which would be a little annoying, but understandable. Wouldn't want players to completely invalidate a quest starting by way of finding the solution already. Which has happened. You know what I mean? Like, when you preemptively end up finding the solution to a quest because you just did a ton of exploring and then somehow stumbled your way into finding the MacGuffin you needed for the quest to be completed. Hey! And sure enough. Alright. No need to have these things out. Pick this up. And then pick up that last pot. Alright. And pick that up. And then we can give the horseshoe crab to the guy. My storage. These can go back. And throw these crabs. I just sent those to storage. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. To the dude. And I also know that these guys accept aberrations. So whatever the third fish is, if I need it and I find an aberration instead, I know what I can do. Sustain the mind. If you've ever seen what a horseshoe crab looks like IRL, I haven't seen one like physically, but I've seen pictures. Again, another example of just how weird the ocean and other bodies of water can cause things to evolve. The figure turns the crab over to expose its soft underbelly. They scoop out its innards with sharp fingernails, consuming them blindly. Consume the sky. The figure slowly reveals the final scroll. This one holds the pictures of a barrel eye fish. That is closer to Stellar Basin, actually. So we can kill two birds with one trip, if my memory serves correctly on that. Hey, a whale! I've seen one and touched it. It was in an aquarium. Did it feel rigid? Was it like a hard carapace situation? What the hell is that? That was not a whale. You saw that. Y'all saw that. Holy shit! Like, I heard the whale call, and I was like, oh, one pleasant blue whale, and then suddenly, like, a fucking Godzilla monster comes out of nowhere. Jesus. Okay. Oh. Holy shit. Alright, well, I need to get one of these guys. Nope. Not the right kind. Turning right around. Okay, rest. Holy shit, I just felt a fucking wave of shock happen when I saw that thing. Holy shit. Alright. I know these things are what I'm looking for. No, they're not. Okay. I think it's here that I find them. Well, I want to go to the spawn tune here and sell my findings. No. I think they're near, actually closer to Gale Cliffs, if anything. Are they? I don't remember. Shit, where were they again? I've caught them before, I just don't know where I would find them again. Encyclopedia. Was it Stellar Basin? No, it was. Both day and nighttime. Bizarre creature with a transparent head housing two tubular eyes that can rotate to point upwards as well as forwards. I guess maybe they're just not in that specific spot. Oh, man, that was like instantaneous fight or flight fear feeling. Okay, I think it was like white glowing that I need to spy before I can, in order to find those things. So I just need to keep an eye on that. Man, unless these things are just the locked... Nope, there they are. Never mind, that's not it. That's... Where are they? There you are. Now, let's go rest at the old fortress, and then we'll go deliver these fish. It was Ripley's aquarium, most likely. I was still a little guy at the time. Yeah, I haven't been to aquariums in a while either. Like I haven't been like a lot of places I just have not been to in a long time. I have not gone out very often at all. But I guess that just happens. I guess, you know. Priority sometimes as an adult makes you not really do a whole lot of stuff, because you know, most of us would rather play video games. Not to knock that or anything, but also like there's just a lot of reasons, I guess, why we lose interest in going to certain kinds of things. It happens, you know. Like I haven't gone fishing in such a long time, and I love to fish, but just haven't found the time to, because life does that, you know? It makes you lose track of wanting to do the things you want to do. Opposite for me now. Well, I'm glad you're able to get to enjoy those, because enjoy those when you can, dude. Enjoy those when you can, because that's not going to last forever. Alright. Here you go. The figure begins to consume the fish head and gnashing teeth, searching for the heart of the thing. When the fish is halfway gone, they stop and throw it aside. They took a book from inside their robe and give it to you. Sky will fall. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. Okay. And with that, that is all of the side quests to complete. So let's head back to the Marrows and I guess give the collector the last artifact. I mean, I missed... Oh, those orcas. I got really nervous for a second. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, there we go. We are good on all of those pursuits. I haven't gotten all the fish, but I don't know if getting all of the fish is required for any kind of best/neutral ending. I mean, we'll see. So, yeah. Alright. Drop off my fish. I haven't seen that strange red light in a while. I wonder what it was. Alright. Here we go. I think it was, yep, right over there. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna drink some water, then I'll get to reading this dialogue. Climb the broken steps to the old mansion, the waves swelling and crashing against the basalt columns that surround you. You pause before crossing the threshold. Deliver the relic. He approaches, closer, drawing closer with an incessant tinking. You have the pocket watch. You take out the watch. Its once frozen hands are now inexplicably twitching in a rhythmic struggle, trying but failing to move forwards. You place it in front of the collector. Though it has been some decades since I last laid eyes upon this, the sound of its mechanisms has grown no less unpleasant. And with that, our collection is complete. I must admit, I am surprised. I did not think you had the determination for such a job. Now, with these 5 relics in our possession, only one thing remains. I suspect you know that by now. I suspect you know by now. Know what? It will become apparent soon enough. We must make one final voyage. This time, I will be with you. I'm ready. Warning, you are entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Do you wish to continue? Okay. This is the final phase. Alright. Yeah, nothing left to lose. One more time. Your progress will not be saved from this point onward. Are you sure? Sure. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. With luck, the seas will remain unaware of our intentions. Oh no. Piss off, man! Now, our destination is the open expanse to the west of Great Marrow. It's marked on the map. We must not tarry on the open waters, not with such a significant cargo. Make haste. The collector is aboard your vessel. Okay. Okay. So that's the light. All right. Good thing I've got such a fast ship. Run, 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 run. Go, 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 go. This is the place. This is where she was taken from us, and where we can at last bring her back. Only here, and only because of what we've achieved. He opens the book and begins to read aloud. To release a lost one, frozen in time. He throws the pocket watch overboard. And tethered by chains in the deep, he throws the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more. He throws the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens. He slots the key into the lock of the music box. And lay the weary world to rest. He throws the music box overboard, its key left unturned. Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa. Oh. And that's it. Is there... Oh my god. Did I fuck up? What? Did I mess up? Because this does not feel like a good ending. Okay, so there are good and bad endings. Okay, there's a good secret ending. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm seeing the sequence of events that I would need to do for the good ending. You know what? We have enough time remaining. Let's do the good ending, too. So I guess the collector wanted to... So my theory on this is right. The collector is the husband in the documents that we had been collecting up until now. And something happened with his wife. And, you know, and she got taken by the sea because he took the book and by extension all of the relics. So by putting all of the relics back, he gets his wife back, but also whatever's lurking under the water gets the power necessary to start destroying everything, hence this. So, alright. Yeah. But apparently this is considered the ending that you get when you're just kind of going through the motions, as it were. So if I can at least start again, and get a different... and get the different ending, that would be a good one. But yeah, so far, that's definitely an ending. Not wow. I just have to wonder, like... Because I remember the mayor, when I found the old mayor of Little Marrow, that he was like, you need to get over her, please. You need to move on. I thought he was referring to me, but I guess maybe he was referring to the collector. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's the bad end. I didn't realize I could skip the endings. So let's continue. Does the... Okay. So I still have it in my inventory. You'll need to keep it and take the red book from him. So if I conceal the relic, what is it? Tell me more about that book of yours. Which book? This one here? With a wry grin, he pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's really not much to be said of Histories of the Grey Isles. Don't play dumb, you know which book I mean. Play dumb? Your hypocrisy is worrying. I suppose we must go through this rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep appears in his hands, sheathed in its dirty crimson jacket. Go ahead. Ask us. Where did you get it? Sparkling dust motes hang in the air between you. Don't you remember? You were there. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Who? You wanted to forget. Begged me. The room bristles. This is what you asked for. Give me the book. Your words hang in the space between them. You won't change a thing. This book is ours. Step closer. You take a step closer through the crackling room. The collector lurches forward in response. What can you possibly hope to achieve? Take the book. You strike out with your right fist, punching hard into the jaw of the collector. His face shatters and falls to the ground. What? You're pathetic. The Book of the Deep is in your hands. Were we the... Understand this plainly before you sink us into despair. I know how to bring her back. It's all there on the pages, and now you've seen its power firsthand. Wield the power to release her from her slumber. Find her last relic and we can undo everything. Undo what you did. Oh. So the collector was us. I see. So that's why the mayor was saying to us that we need to move on. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Alright, well, let's find the... So, Lighthouse Keeper. What is it? Alright, I hate to pause right now, but I actually need to go fix something up. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Or I need to check something. False alarm. We're good. Sorry. All right. Let's keep going. Okay, so that's an interesting twist. I don't know how that happens, but here we are. Oh no, did my stream drop at one point? Oh. Looks like it must have. Wow. Or it dropped and went back on. Weird. Huh. Alright, well things seem to be working fine now. That's bizarre. Yeah, apparently a lot of people have been having some kind of strange internet issues lately. Or even just issues on Twitch. Twitch issues. Twitch use. There we go. Alright. Yeah, sorry about that. I just noticed that my session thing on... That the session, like the time on stream, reset for some reason. And I was like, what? Hello? Eh? But everything else looks regular, save for the desktop version. Actually, you know what it might have been? Twitch might have gone through an update of some kind, and it's still troubleshooting a lot of problems, because that happens a lot of the time, too. Like, I remember when Twitch tried to do, like, a chat update of some kind, and it just completely broke the website. Twitch is a working website. You've had it this whole time, have you not? It doesn't matter. Make the most of this window of lucidity now is the time to act. Do you still remember what happened? That gloomy darkness behind the bay? When you are ready, I'll point you the way. I'll point the way. I'm ready. You're entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Warning, one more time. Your progress will not be saved. Yes. We must wait until night is thickest, until the ocean is as it was all those years ago. It's time. I'll point the way. Follow my light. Go and do what's right. For her. Throw it back. Okay, it is now 1 in the morning again. Wait. Oh, it looks like I accidentally skipped a step. Oh wait, no, it wasn't Devil's Spine. Okay. No, I already did some of the steps ahead of time. Never mind. Alright. Let's do this. Alright. Please, no monsters attack. Okay. This is the place. Throw it back. The book struggles in your grasp, its weight somehow shifting from side to side. Silver ribbons flail pathetically against your fingers. Throw it back. You hold it high above your head. You groan. A low groan rumbles from the book, and echoed by another from the depths. Throw it back. You throw it into the foaming water. Oh. What? Oh. That's the thing that I saw earlier. Oh. Well, that's definitely a better ending. Wow. Okay. Well, that was definitely a lot more bittersweet versus the ending that I got earlier, where everything is destroyed. So, I'm guessing the collector must have intentionally erased his memory of the past in order to deal with the grief of losing his wife. And he ended up losing his wife thanks to stealing all of those really powerful artifacts. And now that he was able to... And he came back then as the fisherman, and the collector was a reflection of his past self. Okay. Wow. Alright then. Well, I imagine there are some things in this game that I likely might have... Huh. Well, either way, this was a really interesting game. I can definitely see where a lot of the praise for it came by. Kind of a story about a man who's trying to right the wrongs of his past and, you know, deal with the... and try to, you know, recognize, like, I needed to, you know, see the consequences followed through. I fucked up and I need to, you know, I need to not have fucked up. Either way, yeah, I guess the oceans are now back to being regular again. Alright, well that's cool. This was a really good ending. Good ending. Good game overall. I really liked this. It was the times where it keeps the times where I was lulled into a false sense of security and freaked the fuck out by things. Like, this game can unnerve you super easily, thanks to it being an open body of water kind of situation. So that I can definitely praise this game for, is just how, you know, it feels like a calm, nice fishing game where you're just upgrading your boat, doing tasks for the townspeople. But then it's like, oh, you get to the aberrations of different fish that you recognize. You get into like these weird townspeople moments, like the aberration fish apparently being something the people really covet and are like, ooh, I want to try that. Or like, don't go out at night for fishing, that kind of stuff. But yeah, this was a good one. I can see why this was very well liked. And to think, this is again another very nicely made game that came out this year. You know, I'll keep saying it. This game's been insane for this year's been insane for a lot of really good game releases, and it's feeling like we're gonna end up getting more down the line. But if we can get a lot more quality and variety like this and everything else down the line, and every other kind of release down the line, we're gonna end up being spoiled for a lot of things. But yeah, this was really nice. I wouldn't really say this is my game of the year, though, but I will say that this is definitely a quality game that I would recommend people give a go. If you like your management sims, if you like the kind of unnerving horror aspect of Lovecraft, and I mean, if you're just intrigued, even give it a go. Because I knew almost nothing going into this game, and I enjoyed myself a lot. And yeah, this was definitely something. So definite high praise towards the devs for creating something that felt very personal, relaxing, and unnerving all at the same time, which is really good. But yeah, the other things I liked about this game, I could say for certain the art style is going to age wonderfully. Like, I love the character portraits and the low poly 3D graphical style. It makes it kind of feel just weirdly nostalgic in some ways. And it's very nice in that sense to see that sort of style. Like, that's the thing that I've also been liking about a lot of games coming out this year, this game included. We've been seeing a variance in art styles and art directions that have shown, like, no, we will have our style. We can have style and substance to things. And this game is definite proof of that. You know, I can say there is good substance here on top of its graphical style. And it's all the better for it. Easily. Yeah, we got eaten by a gigantic demon fish. Or eldritch monster. Alright. Well, I think that's going to be it from me for today. A bit of a shorter stream. I didn't realize, like, I knew I was close. I just didn't know how close regarding the two endings. And I thought maybe I would have gotten different endings depending on if I did all of the side pursuits. But I guess I was wrong. And I didn't really get all the documents either, I feel. I didn't get all of the messages in a bottle. But I'm going to imagine that just was the tale of the fisherman / collector and his wife are getting married, and the wife is documenting her story with being here at the Marrows and Gale Cliffs and all the other islands around here. And she's like, oh, we're married and we have a boat and everything's exciting. And then it turns weird, being like, hey, he found a lot of these artifacts in this book, and he's not really letting me have full access around the ship. He's acting kind of strange. And the crew aren't telling me anything either. He must have sworn them into secrecy or something. And then further along, I guess, as the collector started taking more and more artifacts out of the ocean, and eventually that book, the sea starts to get really weird. And then the mayor of Little Marrow, or the old mayor rather, went crazy from possibly being on the receiving end of the repercussions of the collector. And that's when he went crazy and started saying, throw it back, throw it back. And eventually ended up finding himself at Twisted Strand. So, yeah, and then after that happened, I guess eventually the wife fell into the ocean, and the ocean took her to not ever be returned unless you do the bad ending with the collector. And I guess when the collector lost his wife, he might have used the book's powers to voluntarily erase his memories and essentially live life as a new person. And then as this new person, he arrives in Greater Marrow thinking like, oh, I'm just going to be a fisherman. And then slowly but surely collects the artifacts, collects all sorts of stuff, helps out the people. And then the collector's spells and stuff start to unlock some things, I guess. And people start referring to him in ways that are a bit familiar, which is odd. Then that shattered mirror thing kind of unveils it. It's like, oh no, you were the collector this whole time. Actually, wait, I wonder, is there anything in that shed? Oh, I'm back here. Oh, I see. Alright, I thought like, okay, no, it's autosaves for me when I arrived at the dock there. What I'm wondering real fast is, can I go into the shed now that I have broken the mirror at this point? I'm curious about that. Workshop. The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Go inside, it's locked. Ruined mansion. You climb the broken steps of the old mansion, the waves crash against the basalt around you. Oh, I didn't. Ooh. Oh shit, I didn't even check this. The words you read from that book. What did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its powers towards you. Is there one in particular you wish to know more about? Nope, know all about them. I don't understand. Who are you? I am what was fractured from you on that day you dredged the depths. I am what could be. I am your breathless self. You mentioned saving someone. Yes, she will rise from the deep. The book describes it. We almost have all the pieces. Just one more. Nothing, I'll be going. Yeah, nothing new about the workshop. Okay. Alright, I didn't realize that I had any dialogue with him after I broke the mirror. I thought that was the end of it. Okay, well I was completely wrong on that front. Good thing I checked. So, yeah. Bit of a shorter finale. I think this is my shortest finale on my channel. Which, yeah, that's something. This ending kind of snuck up on me. Because once I was able to get the ball rolling, I guess, with finding that first artifact and then getting my ship upgrades and then doing that in a process, you know, upgrading and then finding relic, upgrade, find relic, upgrade, find relic, that it just rolling. So, yeah. I guess that's going to be it for me for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. It's been a pleasure, as always. I'm not really sure what I'll do to stream, but I'll let you all know on social media what I'm thinking of, what I come up with. So, yeah. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.